Have you ever been woken up in the middle of the night by a sudden, painful cramp in your leg? It's not just uncomfortable, it can throw off your entire night's sleep and leave your mornings stiff and sluggish. But what if we told you that a few simple foods could help stop those cramps before they even begin? Today, we're sharing 3 everyday foods that have helped older adults prevent nighttime cramps, strengthen their muscles, and move more easily. They're simple, natural, and probably already in your kitchen. No medications, no complicated routines, just smart, nourishing choices that support your body day and night. So stick with us. These tips might just change how you sleep, move, and feel starting tonight. And the third food is something you've probably seen in your kitchen but never thought could change how you sleep. Before we dive in, we'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Drop your city or country in the comments below, and if you have any questions along the way, don't hesitate to ask. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss any more wellness videos from Timeless Wisdom. But before we get into the details, we want to tell you a little more about Linda. She wasn't a health guru. She didn't count calories or follow trends. Linda was just a retired school teacher who loved tending her garden and reading mystery novels. She lived alone, moved at her own pace, and always took pride in staying independent. What made her special wasn't her background, it was how she listened to her body, how she paid attention to the small signals, what she ate, how she moved, how she slept. And when something didn't feel right, she didn't ignore it, she made gentle shifts. That's why her story stuck with us. Not because she made a dramatic change, but because she made a quiet, lasting one. Let's start with the first food. Eggs, the morning ally for tired legs. Linda's change began with something incredibly simple. Eggs, soft-boiled, paired with a slice of whole grain toast and a few slices of avocado. A light breakfast. But to her, it wasn't just a new habit. It was how she helped her legs feel alive again. Did you know that after 60, we start to lose muscle mass naturally? It's called sarcopenia, age-related muscle degeneration. Linda never paid much attention to it, but then she noticed. Getting up took longer, stairs felt steeper, and those night cramps became more frequent. Eggs, she told us,
were my way of giving my body back what it was slowly losing.
A single large egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein, meaning it includes all 9 essential amino acids the body needs to rebuild muscle. Linda explained that these amino acids helped strengthen her legs and cut down the number of midnight cramps. But that's not the whole story. Vitamin D, the bridge between sunlight and strength. Linda rarely went out in the sun.
My skin's too sensitive.
She laughed.
I mostly stay inside reading.
Like many older adults, she was low on vitamin D, essential for calcium absorption and muscle function. Without enough vitamin D, muscles weaken, recovery slows, and cramps become more frequent. A single egg yolk has about 40 IU of vitamin D, not a huge amount, but when eaten consistently alongside yogurt, salmon, or even 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight a day, it adds up. If a doctor had told her this, she might have just nodded politely. But feeling the change in her own body, that convinced her. And honestly, it convinced us too. Feeding the nervous system. Linda also mentioned something most people overlook. Vitamin B12 and choline, both found in eggs. As we age, our bodies absorb B12 less efficiently, especially if we take acid reducers or diabetes meds. Without enough B12, the nervous system can falter, leading to cramps, tingling, or numbness in the limbs. Choline supports the myelin sheath, the protective layer around nerves, helping signals travel smoothly between brain and muscles. Linda didn't explain it like a doctor. She just said,
I kept eating eggs, and one morning I noticed my legs weren't stiff anymore.
How many eggs is enough? Linda sticks to around 6 to 7 eggs per week. Sometimes it's a quick breakfast. Sometimes a veggie omelet for dinner. If you have heart conditions or high cholesterol, you might opt for egg whites. But recent studies show that eggs don't significantly raise cholesterol in healthy individuals. For Linda, eggs weren't just food. They became her way of caring for her legs and her sleep. Let's recap. What can one little egg do? Rebuild muscle with complete protein. Strengthen nerve signals with B12 and choline. Support muscle contractions with vitamin D. Reduce nighttime cramping. Promote deeper sleep when eaten early or late. Paired with veggies, proper hydration, and just a touch of sunlight each day, Eggs became her quiet little ally after 60. The second food, nuts and legumes, tiny shields for restless legs. Linda didn't change everything at once. After eggs came something even simpler, a handful of mixed nuts. She didn't expect much, just something to snack on between meals. But after a few weeks, she looked at us and said,
You know, ever since I started adding nuts and beans, my legs feel calmer. I didn't realize how tense they were until they weren't.
It sounded small, but the science behind it made perfect sense. Magnesium, the muscle whisperer, one of the main causes of nighttime leg cramps in older adults is magnesium deficiency. Magnesium plays a key role in muscle contraction, nerve function, and even blood pressure regulation. And guess what? Nuts and legumes are full of it. Just 1 ounce of almonds, 80 milligrams of magnesium. Half cup of black beans, over 60 milligrams. Cashews, lentils, peanuts, all rich, natural sources. Linda didn't count milligrams. She just knew that a small bowl of lentil soup or a few almonds before bed helped her sleep without the sudden kick of a leg cramp. Potassium, the balancing act. Then there's potassium, another quiet hero in muscle health. It balances fluids in the body and supports proper muscle signaling. When you're low on it, cramps and stiffness creep in. Linda's new go-to dinner? A light salad topped with chickpeas, avocado, and a sprinkle of sunflower seeds. Tasty, satisfying, and unknowingly packed with the minerals her body had been craving. Plant protein and blood sugar stability. Another reason Linda stuck with nuts and legumes, they help stabilize her blood sugar at night. For many older adults, sudden blood sugar drops during sleep can cause restlessness, night sweats, or even trigger cramps. With the fiber plus plant-based protein combo, these small snacks kept her energy more even through the night. Linda didn't read about any of this in a textbook. She just paid attention and noticed what changed.
I never thought of food as protection,
She told us,
but now I see it differently. These little things, they add up.
let's recap. What did nuts and legumes do for Linda? Boosted magnesium to ease muscle tension, added potassium for better hydration and nerve balance, provided plant protein to support aging muscles, stabilized blood sugar overnight, reduced frequency of cramps and morning stiffness. They didn't come with a label or promise, just quiet, natural protection. A tiny shield she gave her body, one bite at a time. The third food, golden milk, the night ritual that wrapped her in warmth. Finally, there was the warm drink that tied it all together. Linda called it her evening peace. Golden milk made with turmeric, milk, or plant-based milk, a pinch of black pepper, and a bit of honey became her final step before sleep. And over time, it turned into something more than just a drink. Turmeric, the anti-inflammatory hero. Turmeric contains curcumin, a natural anti-inflammatory compound that helps reduce low-grade inflammation common as we age. But curcumin isn't easily absorbed on its own. That's why black pepper, which contains piperine, and healthy fats like milk are key to unlocking its benefits. Linda said her legs used to ache not sharply but a dull heaviness that lingered. After 2 weeks of nightly golden milk, that sensation began to fade. Tryptophan and calcium. The sleep connection, warm milk dairy or plant-based also contains tryptophan, an amino acid that helps produce serotonin and melatonin. Combined with calcium, it supports muscle relaxation and better sleep quality. Linda didn't care much about the science. She just knew that after sipping her golden milk, she fell asleep faster and stayed asleep longer. More than a drink for Linda, this wasn't a hack. It was a ritual. Dim lights, a warm mug, a signal to her body. It's safe now, you can rest. Let's recap. Why did golden milk work for Linda? Reduced inflammation with turmeric, black pepper, supported relaxation with calcium and tryptophan, created a calming nighttime routine, helped her fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, replaced pain meds with comfort burster. To her, it wasn't about fixing a problem. It was about gently preparing for rest, and in a world that moves too fast, that's a kind of healing we all deserve. One night, she forgot her usual routine, no eggs, no golden milk. That night, the cramps came back. Not as bad, but enough to remind her. The change was real. It wasn't just a coincidence. It was her body speaking up. So what about you? Which of these foods speaks to you most? Have you tried golden milk or noticed changes from eggs or nuts? We'd love to hear your story because sometimes the smallest habits make the biggest difference. At the end of the day, food is more than just fuel, it's nourishment. and the habits you build around it matter deeply. Linda's quiet secret wasn't just what she ate, but how she ate it. Each meal, she paused. She felt thankful. She welcomed her food with peace, presence, and appreciation. And that made all the difference. Through Linda's story, we want to gently remind you, it's not about ignoring doctors or expert advice. It's about becoming an active participant in your own healing. To stay open, to keep learning, and to discover which methods truly feel right for your body. Because healing doesn't always mean avoiding medicine, it means finding safe, supportive ways to care for yourself. Your body was built with a natural wisdom, a quiet ability to restore, to rebalance, to heal. So take a moment, breathe, eat with gratitude. Let every bite be a way of saying, I love this body I live in. Your body is always giving you signals. Honor those signals. Learn from them. Let them guide you. Be your own gentle physician. Stay curious, stay compassionate, and thank your body for reminding you when it needs care. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom and turn on notifications so you never miss new stories and simple tools to support your health your way. We'll see you in the next video with more ways to help you care for your health on your terms. Until then, wishing you peace, strength, and many quiet moments of joy.